So good morning everyone, and I'm sorry that I have not posted a decent video for a while, but I hope you do understand. So what we have, I don't know if you remember that shed that used to be the pad that we used to use to power the boiler house a few years ago before we got our main system in. So as you can see, a lot of copper there. I'll take that in for a friend of mine. We're going to be building a 2.4 by 2.4 concrete slab here. Might be 2 meters by 2.4 yet. I haven't fully decided. The boiler house, fuel tanks got to get moved down next to the cesspit tank, and we've got one cabin there, and we're going to be putting another one in along here, and then tease a room into that. The whole bathroom's getting moved, and the whole place needs plumbing, and we have until the end of November to get it all done by. Due to circumstances of knowing that shearers are now having to accommodate for the shearers. Normally they travel to a neighbouring farm, and that they can't now because that farm's now been sold. So we're having to accommodate for them, and with our 24 hot water system freezing up this winter and completely going to pots, yeah, and I've got to dig all that out by hand because my digger is still currently on the thing. So here's the North Arm 7610. She's the one that's got to have the front axle and all that sort of, but she could also be up for sale. I'm thinking about selling it, so if anyone's interested, make me an offer. She runs really good. She just, I don't know, she makes a rattle on the front end, and don't know why. We think it might be the front axle, but we've moved the shed. So what we did was we ran timbers underneath crossways, and I ran 2 4x4s under. Worked really well until I hit this bank here, as you can see. So now the plan is to jack it up, sit 4x4s across, and then basically mimic what we've done here, but with 4x4s and then 6x6s running across that way. Yeah, so the cabin we've got to put up alongside is this one, so this is another temporary add-on to the temporary house, which is now turning out to be more of a permanent sort of house, or sort of get that impression that it's more of a permanent house. So that cabin there has got to get moved. We've also got to get the shearing shed sorted. At the beginning of December we start doing our sheet work, and then we will start hopefully getting things sorted. Now I would put the power on in here, but I can't do that because we had a bird's nest up there. I think there's grass in the actual electrical box, so I'll take all that off before I can switch power on and make sure. We've got this to fit, which is a new shearing motor to meet to the new standards. So we have to take down this one and put up the other one also before shearing. The problem we've got is that it's raining outside, and I'm now going to be delayed probably by about half a day, and my plan of getting everything concreted in time isn't going to quite happen. The 200, I've just got to sort out a rear prop shaft, and then she can go back out. So if it's pissing down rain and I can't get nothing done, I may go and get some tools and see if I can go down to the container, find a prop shaft, and then come up and fit that in. I've got those 2 tractor weights, which I don't know if you can see because it's dark, to put on the 7610, and I've got another 4 in town that I'm going to bring out, because the plan is to just connect the cabin to the arms of the tractor. That was a bird nest I ripped down, and then drag the cabin into place, and then jack it up, sit blocks underneath it, and hopefully do it like that. So yeah, the plus side is, as you know, we've been approved for the road, and it may be coming before Christmas. on the road, maybe getting done somewhere out along there, and then coming up towards the house, coming across here, going up there, and then coming across there, and then heading along there around to the back of the shed. And that'll be where all the new garages go that we've got over at Greenfield, which is 7 Wise Plan cabins or Porter cabins that's linked together, link cabins, and Nissen hut, which is going to go onto the side of the shearing shed side for extra sheep storage. So yeah, if all goes well, we can hopefully. So, but yeah, so we've got this moved. Now I probably would have got away with using those 4x4 posts if I didn't leave the big batteries in. But the plan was to leave the batteries in because we were going to use it up at the ram paddock to power an energizer, because it's quite a good system in here. And then the other plan was then to mount the solar panels on this wall here. So we were going to take all this off and then clad it a bit better, and then fix solar panels onto this wall, and then we could have it as a thingy that way. But there's another job to add to the list. But now we're getting the road, we may not have to connect the ram paddock for our mobile system, but it will still be handy for something else. So stay tuned. I'll do videos and updates and try and show anything interesting. We would have shown that one, but sadly it was a spur of the moment thing, where we thought we would just come out and see if we can get it done. So we've got all that to clean up, we've got the cesspit tank to do. So before the road comes in, we've got the sewer line to run down, and we've got a water pipe that runs along this green up and around there, and then goes up to the main water tank, which is somewhere up there, big black dot. I think it's that it there. We've got that to replace, and it's got to go up in front of the house and connect into that little pile of dirt over there. The water tank's got to get moved way up to the top of the hill to get us water pressure. We've then got all the plumbing to do, we've got the cabin to add on, we've got all the plasterboarding to do, all the flooring to do, kitchen to redo, and then after shearing, this section's coming down, and then we're building a new porch onto this section, so from about there up to about there I think it is, and then we'll go straight down and an extension onto that. So yeah, at the moment we're running with 2 electric heaters, reason being why the generator's on. We've got one in the sitting room and one in the bedroom that we're staying in, and the kids and the wife and I are all stuck in one room, and we got to do this all on a tight budget. We've just bought or in the process of buying a brand new bathroom, so we thought we'd do the bathroom outright flat pool, and then everything else we'll just make up as we go along, because I don't want to have to rip a bathroom out and do a temporary job in the bathroom. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave a comment, and don't forget to stay tuned for the next lot, which will be coming up hopefully in the next couple of days. I've got the GoPro in the vehicle, which is right here. I got it all charged up, rearing and ready to go. Actually on that side. We've got the new burner for the boiler, so the combi. Also this bit here, the washer collapsed on it, so they sent us a new fitting, loads of new washers, connect up the combi. So it's a Worcester 2025 I think it is, and I quite like the old Worcesters, so we're going to go up and get this all sorted and programmed, and then get it ready to do some videos and see if we can get some really good videos for you of us making fools of ourselves. So stay tuned for the next video, because it could be interesting.